Hey guys, Mustached. Tom here to review the movie Avatar: Fire and Ash. So obviously this is the third installment in the Avatar series. Also known as the Spectacle series, because, the first movie looked nice, the second movie looked nice, and this movie looks nice. But this channel is and does operate as a writing-focused channel, so please keep that in mind during the duration of this review. So yes, I will be reviewing this as objectively as possible, under that lens. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So, oh boy, this is a 3-hour movie. Yes, you did not mishear that. 3 hours. We got subplots to cover. We got annoying characters, and I put that in quotes, and a little bit of oddities to get us to said spectacles. So there's a lot to cover here. Oh boy, there is. So, we start off the movie with one of Jake's sons, or his only son in this instance, this movie. I actually already had forgotten in the second movie, apparently the other son had died. But he goes off. I'm just gonna, as to sort of move this review along, sort of say the things sort of before they happen, just to ease our way through. So he's gonna go end off on this side quest to do something about a whale. And this will be crucially important as it will drive back into the main plot. And so will the secondary subplot dealing with the daughter character and the humanoid character named Spider from the last movie. Now, I want to start by saying this on that end. You know how people who are criticizing Predator Badlands was saying, like, oh, Thea was a yapper and she's just so annoying. And there's also the critter guy, and he's meant to be super crucial to the plot. Spider is both of these things put together. He's both a yapper and crucial to the plot. He's what we like to call in the movie industry reviewing space a McMuffin, or a MacGuffin for those that don't know the meme by now. But he's a McMuffin, alright? Meaning he's crucial to the plot. Brutally crucial. Anywho, so he and her are like flirt fighting, I guess. And he has trouble with his mask, because he needs to breathe that humanoid air. This is crucial because this is going to change at some later point in the movie. So I might as well point this out now. So at some later point in the movie, he's going to lose his mask operator, and the daughter is going to spiritually connect to the Gaia, or whatever it's called in this movie, AI, I believe it's called in this, and use the little, one of those floating things, force him to eat it. That these things were in the first movie, by the way, and this will allow him, still a humanoid, to breathe without a mask. You heard that right. Breathe without a mask, because that was something that has been so crucial that has been against the humans in this entire trilogy, and now we have a thing that changes all of that. And it's been on Pandora this entire time. Huh. Go figure. Anyway. So, the main bad guy wants more troops, but he can't. He's not getting any because he's not the main one in charge, but he's still around. Meanwhile, the mother of the movie, the main mother, is grieving and says that she has lost faith. Sully, or Jake, provides that they have family, which is the big old message of this movie. Family and what they provide, and can provide, and do provide in the context of this movie. So we get a whole bunch of stuff where this village comes in. They're currently still in the water village, but they're like being told that they need to like fuck off or whatever. Spider included told again that he needs to go back. So they go as a family to fix all of this. So during their exploration, they abruptly get attacked by a fire clan. So to skip ahead, because initially they seem to almost attack for no reason. The only reason that we are given is that the main leader, the head chick, the one at the head of the poster, there you see her above, I'll just call her Fire Clan leader because I don't remember her name at all, and I cannot be too bothered to look it up. She was, fire had consumed her village. She prayed to Aya, or Gaia, or whatever it is. It did not respond, so she walked to the fire and said, yeah, I'll dig that shit instead. So she's big mad that her religion didn't accept her, so now she's fighting against everyone else who still follows in that path. That's her entire gimmick. Throughout the movie. So, they're giving chase. They give chase to the family. Spider's thing runs out, as I mentioned. We see the clan, the Fire Clan, removing the tail connecting thingamabobs. And we see the main bad guy from the first, or second movie, rather, still wanting Spider for some reason or whatever. I don't even remember what his original reason was, other than being his real dad, I guess. Or at least, the original guy anyway, because this is a clone thing going on here, which is prevalent in one other character that we're following, that being the daughter. So he gets caught up with the Fire Village lady, and they get acquainted, let's say. So obviously the sister does her bit when they run off. And Spider's like, oh god, oh jeez. Meanwhile, the mother is brought to a hospital, and she eventually just, like, fucks off on her own accord. So, when the little procedure on Spider is done, as I mentioned, or I forget if I failed to mention this or not, he himself, as a humanoid, gets a tail connector of his own. So yeah, that's a thing that also happens. You not only breathe the space, you also get a connecting droid without looking blue. This is where we get the revelations that the daughter is indeed a clone or whatever, but is still accepted as family. Meanwhile, the humans are going whale hunting as they do. And eventually the family goes back to the village. We get this weird moment where the mother character threatens another mother to be. I don't get it, but whatever. I was like, that's weird. She's treating her, by the way. That's the context here. So the family gets outcast, and we see that the father blames his son for the other son's death, and the son is big mad, so he goes off to do his whale thing, as I mentioned. So Jake goes over and says how, because she, the mom, still wants to kill Spider, I guess. I think this is a thing from the previous movie, I think. And he goes on about how she still hates all humans, so she must still secretly hate him. And she cannot accept that that is the case. You are the exception of that. And so is family, because their family is now mixed between them, obviously. So we see Spider learning how to use his connector, and he, says lines like cool and whoa and neat and things of this nature. That's his, that's his operandi as a McMuffin. But the bad guy is not done looking for Spider himself. So he goes visiting evil Fire Clan lady, utilizing gunpowder to make a deal. If she drugs him, they make the offer with the guns in mind. And then, as I mentioned, they go to have their fun, as I was implying earlier. That means sex. So throughout the movie now, the wife is practicing to use her bow again, because she got shot herself, so she's struggling, but she consistently, throughout the movie, is doing that. That's her entire shtick throughout the movie. The son is doing his bit, heading out with the whale stuff. The clan leader is getting closer to this Spider and daughter character. They managed to take him, Spider, and burn down some of the village, but not all of it, as they also managed to get Jake Sully in the process. So they're brought in, and this confused me because I'm pretty sure these weren't in the first movies. Suddenly, when they arrive at the base, there are these paparazzi people. Again, I don't remember there being paparazzi in movie 1 or 2, but suddenly they're here now. I don't know why. And it seems like the military group has a new but the Forest character. And that guy will be important later. Not only the forest, but the people of the forest, and the connections, and the deep. So, yeah, lucky, but there just happens to be another one. This will come in handy later. So the bad guy from the first or second movie, rather, talks with Spider about them being family. Meanwhile, the son, at his whale quest, gets attacked by these sea octopi creatures. That's the best way I can describe them. But is saved by whales. Whale convenience. And his girlfriend, I think? I think they have a relationship. I have to imply based on, because I don't know her name at all. She was from the Water Clan, and I don't remember them interacting too much in the second movie. I don't remember. So I'm only going based on what I'm seeing in this movie, and it seems like they have a thing, I guess. Anyway. So, Spider manages to make sure that he gets hold of the bad guy's little crest, the shoulder crest. I don't remember what they're called, but he has that now. So, meanwhile, the sun is talking to the whales. Meanwhile, mean bad guy from second movie meets with Jake. Now, I believe this is like the second time they meet. I think in the first instance, he has a chance to kill Jake, and he just doesn't. I don't remember where if I put that in my notes or not, but like there is an instance where that just happens, and it's like, oh, he just lets him go. Okay. So, yeah, Spider, anyways, uses that very thing that he got to get out of the vent. To mention that he will off-screen get a entire new uniform to blend in and a new mask. Even though he doesn't need it anymore. Anywho, the wife and Fire Clan leader meet and she almost gets caught up in all that. Because she's on her way in to attack. And indeed acts as a one-person army for the time being. And remember that one guy that was like... yeah, the forest people. He ends up helping Jake escape, of course. Spider gets in the way of the humans, and they see him as an important tool, as it were, seeing how he can breathe in this planet now without any mask. So they want him in alive. So he manages to act as a little shield as the wife comes in and the trio fly off. So Jake notices this, and now he has shifted to being the one who wants to kill Spider, and she has flipped, seeing how he saved Jake's life. So while Jake does the prayer, because they go off into the forest, he ends up not doing it though. Seeing Spider as a new son or whatever the fuck. I don't know. So Jake takes his beast flyer back, even though he way earlier in some other part of the beginning of the movie claimed that he will never fly the beast flyer again, and he does so here at this position at this point in the movie. So the son comes back with Will, and the day arrives. And the war and the big spectacle is now on. The whales attack first, and the people are surprised because they were told that the whales they never attack, they just sort of accept the things that happen to them, but now they're attacking. The daughter heads down into the water and is joined by Spider and the even younger daughter connecting into Awa, the tree spirit, to call on for assistance. That's their journey now during this war sequence. They do so, and the little squid creatures are called upon to now attack the people. However, not everything goes perfectly as Jake gets downed himself. Not killed, but just, is moved downward. But the son rejoins him. Meanwhile, a pregnant lady who is warring dies after giving birth. All very sad. So the mother accepts this new baby into the family. New unit required. As the water creatures and squid creatures attack more and more. Jake gets onto the main ship as Spider and the daughter are on another part of the ship when they rejoin. Eventually, the mother and small daughter are also there, being captured, but get helped. The big assist and escape, or almost escape, at least the mother almost does. So, evil guy goes after, or father goes after, whatever, I don't know. Sorry. It's all three of them. Jake, the bad guy from the second movie, and the son. It's all three of them. They all are in the same position, or in the same vicinity as each other. So, they end up in a position where, the son, Spider, is hanging off, because they, like, almost fall again. Hanging on to him is the evil guy from the second movie, and hanging on to him now on the top is Jake. He's trying to pull them up. They both kind of help pull up Spider, because he still cares about Spider, yada yada yada. The rest of the family comes in. Marine bad guy sees this and then just falls off, and I guess he kind of just lives, ? And I don't also know what happened to Evil Fire Clan lady. I don't think she dies in this movie. I don't recall it happening. You know, there were more movies planned after this one. So who the fuck knows is happening there. So, the land, as it were, when they reconnect, they accept Spider as a part of their clan in the spirit place, where they can see the brother and all the other people who have passed away. There is a connection to the other side through Aya, as it were. And that is indeed how this movie ends. After the big spectacle ball, the big McMuffin is accepted as a hero McMuffin that is a part of the clan, despite being humanoid. And that was Avatar: Fire and Ash, as condensed as possible, because again, this is a 3-hour movie, so I didn't want to, again, try to... And my notes weren't great, because, boy, trying to keep track of everything was a little harder this time around, but I digress. So obviously, I think it should be noted that the obvious issue with this movie is the character writing. I mean, it's clear that it's spectacle over character work. That has been clear since the first freaking movie. And, you know, they do have character in the very loosest of terms of, like, you know, the whole son bit of, like, oh, wanting to, you know, do something useful or whatever, and that, again, but that's all he has. Spider being the McMuffin, but that's all he has. The daughter being like, Aya's not accepting me, like the antagonist, and that's all she has. The mother being grief-stricken, and that's all she seems to have. Jake still being in Marine mode / father mode simultaneously, so at least he has a layer, I guess. Though he had that layer in the second movie at the very bare minimum. That continues on to be his 2 things that he has. Wow, he has 2 whole things. Look, golf clap for having 2 whole things about your character. Meanwhile, the lady, as I mentioned, the evil antagonist Fire Clan lady, not being accepted. So, yeah, very bare bones character. And, it's very clear that the spectacle is meant to, like, sweep you up and be like, oh no, that character is in peril or whatever. That's the whole point of the movie, is to look good and to be a spectacle. In that regard, it's fine. Writing-wise, there is a few conveniences, as I mentioned, Spider just happening to find an entire disguise suit off-screen, the bad guy not killing Jake even though he had a perfect opportunity to do so, the evil Fire Clan leader also has an opportunity to kill a lot of them, because she captures all of them, the rest of the family, at a point. So she has an opportunity to kill all of them, and she just sort of holds them there. So, several opportunities, all just glossed over because they're the plot characters, so they can't die. So yeah, in terms of writing, that's what the score is based off of. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's meh. It's a spectacle, but it's meh. It's a meh spectacle. There you go. So that's my review of Avatar Fire and Ash. If you ended up enjoying this review, then please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure to check out those links in the description. Want to head over my petition about small YouTubers? Second, to my PayPal, where you can help support me and my channel directly. And third, to my Discord server. You can join, collab, chill, do all that cool stuff for free. And until next time, everyone, bye-bye.